Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Watson going to change the look here.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
They give the Chubb out of the gun.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson from 17 yards out.
And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Second and 10.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6-0 our score after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Watson on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Chubb. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
There he goes left side. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
St. Brown in motion right. Now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 7.
Hey, go. Go, whoa, go.
To throw is Goff.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards. Play action. It's gone. Open man right side is St. Brown. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
St. Brown in motion right. And now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And this one too low.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And Chubb trying the middle here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off play action. Here's Goff. Flush to his right.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up a throw.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A third quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Goff now to throw.
That one let go deep for Laporta.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Goff. It's St. Brown.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
73 yards.
And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Moore, the man in motion.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the red zone now, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. It's complete. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
That's complete to the Portal.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Goff. Escaping the pressure right.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watson to throw. He's got ball. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The sound reverberating here in the Dome. This is 3rd down. To throw, Watson.
Eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down inside the 10.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
So with a lead at 5, the book definitely says go for 2 here to try to get it to a 7-point differential. Watson.
That is intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Goff now to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.